destination, MAC address, and then after that forward frame. And that's the fastest one that's available. Now there is a compromise in the middle between the two, and that is called the where is it? Store for cover. Which is called fragment-free switching. So this fragment-free switching, it's in the middle, and what it does, it's going to monitor the first 64 bytes of the frame. Monitor and read the first 64 bytes of the frame. And the reason for that, if any collision happen, it will happen in the first 64 bytes of a frame. No collisions can happen after 64 bytes, after the first 64 bytes of the frame, if you adhere to the length of the cable. Okay, if you are running cable as you like, whatever length, you might have what's called late collisions. If you remember, we talked a little bit about that before. So if you late collisions is collisions after the NIC card has stopped listening to any collisions on the cable, okay? And the reason for that is, basically what it is that when you send something on the cable, the network card listens for that. So if the frame makes it all the way to the end of the cable, and it has to listen, if a collision happened here, your network card has to listen for that collision to go all the way back and listen for that collision. So that determined by the distance of the cable. So if you go beyond a certain distance, what happens is that your network card, since it doesn't see any collision happen at here, it assumes the frame made it correctly to the end. If the collision happened here, the network card is not listening for it, and it's not gonna know that the frame is corrupted. Now, so when you listen for the first 64 bytes of the frame, you are making sure that no collisions happen in that first 64 bytes of the frame. That's why it's called fragment-free switching.